What if the biggest upgrade coming to future Samsung Galaxy phones isn't a better camera, a brighter display, or even a faster chip, but a completely new way to keep the phone cool? Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. According to a new report from South Korea, Samsung may finally be working on a solution to one of the most frustrating problems in modern smartphones: thermal throttling. And the interesting part is that the company is reportedly looking at technology that's more commonly found in gaming PCs than in flagship phones. Every year, Samsung launches Galaxy devices with some of the most powerful mobile processors available. On paper, these chips are incredibly fast. But there's a catch. As soon as they start generating too much heat, the phone automatically reduces performance to protect itself. That's thermal throttling. In everyday use, you might not notice it much, but during long gaming sessions, intensive video editing, or AI-powered tasks running directly on the device, performance can drop significantly after the first few minutes. The phone simply can't maintain its peak speed because of heat. Now that may finally change. The report claims Samsung has created a dedicated research team focused on active cooling systems for future Samsung Galaxy phones. The team is reportedly evaluating two different approaches: fan-based air cooling and active liquid cooling. And right now, liquid cooling appears to be the preferred option. The concept is surprisingly similar to what gamers have been using in desktop computers for years. A sealed cooling loop would circulate coolant around the chipset, pulling heat away directly from the source before temperatures get out of control. While fan cooling is also being considered, it comes with drawbacks. Fans add weight, take up valuable internal space, and can generate noise. That's apparently why Samsung researchers are leaning more toward a liquid-based solution. What's interesting is that Samsung isn't completely new to this idea. Back in the Galaxy Note 8 era, Samsung introduced what it called water-carbon cooling. That system used a tiny amount of liquid that could evaporate and condense to move heat away from the processor. It wasn't active liquid cooling like the system being discussed today, but it was based on the same principle of using liquid to improve thermal management. So, in some ways, this new project could be viewed as the next step in a direction Samsung started exploring years ago. At the same time, Samsung wouldn't be the first smartphone company to adopt active cooling. Several gaming-focused brands have already experimented with similar technologies. Nubia's Red Magic series, for example, has introduced advanced cooling systems that combine liquid cooling with active airflow. Other manufacturers like Oppo and Vivo have also tested fan-assisted cooling solutions in certain devices. So, if Samsung eventually brings active liquid cooling to the Galaxy lineup, it wouldn't be pioneering the technology. Instead, it would be refining it and adapting it for a mainstream flagship audience. And honestly, that's where it could become really important. The biggest reason this rumor matters isn't benchmark scores, it's consistency. Modern smartphones can produce incredible benchmark numbers for short bursts, but maintaining that performance over 10, 15, or 20 minutes is much harder. Heat becomes the enemy. That's been a challenge for Samsung's Galaxy devices in recent years. Even with larger vapor chambers and improved cooling designs, some competing phones have managed to sustain higher performance levels over longer periods. As processors continue shrinking toward advanced manufacturing processes and on-device AI becomes more demanding, heat generation is only going to become a bigger issue. That's why simply making vapor chambers slightly larger every year may not be enough anymore. Active liquid cooling could attack the problem at its source rather than just managing the symptoms. Imagine gaming for an hour without major performance drops. Imagine running AI image generation, video enhancement, or productivity tools directly on your phone while maintaining consistent speeds. Those are the kinds of benefits that could make a real difference in everyday use. And perhaps more importantly, it would represent a meaningful hardware upgrade at a time when smartphone improvements often feel incremental. Many users have started feeling that flagship phones are evolving more slowly than they used to. Cameras improve a little, displays get a little brighter, chips get a little faster, but the overall experience doesn't always feel dramatically different. A successful liquid cooling system could actually change how these devices perform under sustained workloads. Of course, there's one important reality check. This is still just a rumor. Research teams inside major companies explore countless ideas that never become real products. Just because Samsung is reportedly studying active liquid cooling doesn't mean we'll see it in next year's Galaxy flagship or ever. There's no information yet about which Galaxy model could receive the technology, when it might launch, or whether Samsung has fully committed to bringing it to market. Still, if this report turns out to be accurate, it could be one of the most significant Galaxy hardware developments in years. For now, Galaxy users can only wait and see. But if Samsung finally finds a way to eliminate the throttling problem that's followed its flagship phones for years, future Galaxy devices might not just be faster on paper, they might stay fast when it actually matters. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.